What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to slip in a quick intro to this video, as I recorded this video and my previous video within a very close window of each other. Little did I know I had a hard drive failing that the video was going to. However, since these are first-time experiences, it's not like I could go back and re-record the video. So this video is going to be heavily edited. As you noticed in the last episode, there was a lot of choppiness in various points throughout the video. So this video I'm going to chop up just to try to salvage the footage, as it is my true first-time experience on this difficulty tier. Hope you enjoy. What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my brand new playthrough in 2022. So we have done it, y'all. We are at 1748 champion score now, and we are ready to move on into Chaos 4. Now, taking a quick look through the loot. I started dumping things onto my monk. I auto-equipped this. I don't care for it. It doesn't work for a nuke monk build. However, it's the best thing I got, so I'm just going to go with it right now and hope I get something better. Now, I'm starting to pick up some more shards. Now, I never got my Deadly Strike shard from Chaos 3. That was the shard I was really looking for. Although I do feel like that's a super valuable shard, I'm going to be using Flame Auras quite a bit throughout the next stretch. And I have a pretty nice loadout for Flame Auras. Destruction, defense rate, and encroaching flames. So although I am starting to collect up more and more defender medals, I didn't feel it was necessary to buy a Deadly Strike shard. Now, it did take me 6 Chaos 3 maps to get the champion score to get into Chaos 4. I could have did it with 5, however, I didn't want to use any of my gold to upgrade gear. I was saving gold to upgrade shards, as I am getting some fairly useful shards now. So I got Worm Scarf, I upgraded it. We've got Critical Strike now, I did upgrade it. Now, I picked up Construction. I'm not going to upgrade it because I still will get 25% chance, or 25% increased repair speed. So it's still worth equipping, even unupgraded. And then Retribution, same thing there, didn't bother upgrading it. And Crane Stance, I've got almost upgraded, so we're 14 to 20. Eventually, y'all, at some point, you're going to find a 10 out of 10 mod. Don't trash it just because it's a low chaos level. These mods can be quite valuable depending on what it was. This swap AP chip is not a super hot item, but it does sell for a little bit. So I am going to hold on to that. I would strongly suggest keeping any 10 out of 10 mods. Don't rush to sell them for the gold. Make sure you wait. Being patient with selling mods is always the best route, as you're going to get the most gold for it. So look around, find the right buyer. Don't rush into selling things. And then this is the best totem I found, Anti-Goblin and Melee Boom. I tell you what, if I would have found those two mods on a relic, I would have been super stoked, or on a medallion, pardon me, I would have been super stoked. But we got them on a wall. So on our Squire, I'm still dumping all of the Ascension into defense speed, because eventually I'm going to want to use a damaging defense from the Squire. If you never plan on using a Squire's damaging defense, then of course, just put those points into Spike Blockade health. However, we got ourselves a totem now. Still just rolling with that Soul Fortification shard on my blockades. I just haven't gotten anything else worthy of it. Now, I am actively DPSing on the monk now, even though I've got a bum weapon. My little kitty cat is 9 out of 10 now. Of course, we want to get that to 10 out of 10 before going into Chaos 5, and that will not be a problem. So we're 9 out of 10 now. We're almost there. We'll get it, no doubt, before getting into Chaos 5. So we got our walls set up. We just need to set up the rest, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go Flame Aura and Skyguard Towers. Now, if you found 3 decent relics, you're gonna be, and assuming you have a few shards, like if you found multiple defense rates and multiple destructions, I would prefer to add Lightning Strike Auras in the mix as well. Since I only basically have enough shards to deck out 2 defenses, I'm only gonna use 2, and I'm gonna put the Boar Boom. Actually, do we want the Boar Boom? Let's put the Orc Boom on the Flame Auras. And then we'll go with the Boar Boom on our Skyguard. So the Skyguard's basically getting no benefit from these mods at all. Very, very slight benefit on this one. But I'm hoping to find something right away. Let's go ahead and trash this stuff and jump on in and see if we can't build out our very first Chaos 4 map. And here we are back in the forest biome. Now remember, pick the map you want to run. I like to do the forest biome because you get all that DU, but also it's just really pretty. They did a super job on this map, and I just love it. That combined with this being associated with the Terraria crossovers when this map came, just makes me love this map. So pick your favorite map. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Gates is almost always going to be a very, very easy location. The forest biome is just pretty to look at. So what more can I say? I like looking at the pretty. So let's go ahead and build it out, and we're basically going to do the exact same build that we did in Chaos 3. So we got 2 walls over there. We've got one wall. Let's just slap that, say, right there. We're going to put 2 walls on this lane. Something like that. And then we'll just go 1 right here. Now we are going to need a Skyguard on each lane. Each of the outer lanes, that is. So let's go with a Skyguard. Let's just slap it, say, right there. And then we're going to go with a Skyguard over here. Now, at this point in the game, ascension levels are so powerful. Every point that you add in to defense speed and every single point that you add into defense crit chance increases the power of your defenses directly. So very, very important to make sure to get those points applied. And then over here, let's go with a Skyguard just like off to the side, something like that. Now that's going to leave me what? Just under 1,000. We got 970 DU left. 970 is going to give us what? 32 flame auras? Is that right? 32 flame auras, and we've got 4 lanes. So once again, that's 8 flame auras per lane. So let's see. Let's keep it thick at the walls and recognize that our walls are going to be taking some damage. And let's go with the 8. So we got, 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's rinse and repeat that same setup on both lanes. I should have staggered those walls a little bit for siege rollers, but I didn't. Hopefully that decision doesn't come back to bite me here in a bit. We will find out soon enough. Let's see. We got the 2. Not quite. We got 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, yeah, we got a beefy little run. There is no doubt. Over here, let's do the same thing. Now, everybody's going to ask in the comments, what's the DPS of your flame auras? Well, tooltip DPS is complete trash in DD2. We all know that. Never look at this number, but it does give you a basic judge of what your defense is doing. So, 59,000 tooltip DPS at this point. Of course, if you found some beneficial mods, that would go up even further. But, you know, we're rolling with what we got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that leaves us our 8. Or over here. And let's see what we can do. The Berserkers are tough. They're definitely tough. They hit like a truck. So if you get up in one's face, it's gonna not smile at you. That's for sure. Let me move these, place these a little bit better, a little more centered on the wall there. And there we go. Now, if we would have gotten a Deadly Strikes, I would lose a little bit of power on the Flame Auras, but that increased range would be so nice right now. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and fire it up, though, and let it go. Now, what are we looking out for here in Chaos 4? Well, we want more defense rate shards. The more, the merrier, no doubt about it. Additionally, the next Chaos tier is going to be a little bit of the real deal as far as your survivability. So I'm also going to look out for hero health. I'm going to want to have a little bit of hero health on my stuff, and that's just going to help me out in countering that next tier. Yeah, wow, those geodes really pushed down. We're going to have to get those upgrades out there. Now, once again, it's all about staring at that mini-map. That run speed shard would be just a godsend for me at this point. But the basic counter of the tier is relatively easy to deal with. So, the Flame Aura spam does wondrous. Next up, we're going to have Chaos 5, and we will go away from that Flame Aura spam. However, there is going to be some of these lovely berserkers smacking down on your walls. There's just no doubt. Now, I don't know if I showed it, but I did get the concussive strike shard. I've had it for a while, sitting here on the monk. It's concussive is going to give a 25% chance for the monk's ranged attack to stun, and that's going to help me out quite a bit for these lady orcs. So, see how we're doing here. Looks like we're doing pretty darn good. Yeah, I think this one is going to be down to all about the 3 bosses in the last wave. Now, one of the benefits you get on this wave is on all of the 2 boss waves, the 2 bosses are just always going to be on that far lane. There's just no doubt. So, DPSing over there and upgrading the other lanes gives you that whole strong lane, weak lane setup, and allows you to, just to DPS down that far lane and handle most of the bosses. Now, of course, in the final wave, the final wave, there's going to be 3. There's going to be a boss most likely right here on this lane, and then 2 on that main lane. I think we'll call it good there. Let's just go ahead and let it fly. I didn't look at the boss that's coming, which is never a good idea. Never a good idea at all to not look, right? But I didn't look. So I'm going to want to keep an eye out for that. And then also just watching the mini-map for the blinky lights, right? If your walls start to blinking, you know you better get over there, because bad things could happen, particularly if they're blinking red. So if the green just blinks on and off, it just means it's taking a shot. Once they turn yellow and then red, of course, that means you've got some sort of issue going on over there that you are going to want to attend to. Now, checking it out, the lanes are holding pretty good. All right, we got a Drakenlord. The lovely Drakenlord here, it means, of course, we're going to want to throw down the oil. We need to provide oil and fire. We've got oil on our Huntress. We've got fire already in the lanes. So all we need to do is lube them up a little with some oil, get rid of that shield, and continue to spray them down. Now, the Drakenlords are going to be a little bit healthier here, so you're probably going to have to do it multiple times. We will be on the lookout for that Burning Strike Shard. Oh, big fail there. This is going to be some one-shot walls here, no doubt. But we will lube them up again and continue. I think this one might be able to get him here. Yeah, there we go. So, Drakenlord down. Let's go ahead and just smack both of these walls with an upgrade. Oh, the Burning Strikes. How I love you so. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff when I get that. Let's see. We got a nice little totem there. No other drops yet. Now, I'm going to continue to do the whole strong lane, weak lane thing. What do we got? We got a Siege Roller and a Captain. Well, this at least will be nice to stagger them out, because the Siege Rollers all move really, really slow, and the Captains, of course, move like the wind. So they're going to be down there really, really quick, smacking on our walls. But let's just go ahead and upgrade up these other lanes. Let's make sure we get everything upgraded at least once here. And we got all those. I think I got this lane hit already. Ups, 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 and ups. Yep, we are looking shiny, shiny here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and head over here. We'll get another upgrade on that Skyguard, just so we can kind of ignore this lane. I've got everything upgraded once over here. Let's go ahead and slap a few more upgrades out here at the entrance side, just to keep these enemies burned. And I think we're looking good, y'all. So let's go ahead and let it fly here. And wave 3 is coming. So just keeping an eye out on the walls, making sure whatever gets to the walls gets a proper slapping. So Geode's burning out. Most of the mobs are burning out here, in fact. We are getting a nice bit of boom damage off of those war boars that are getting smacked. Or is it the orcs that are getting smacked? I don't remember. One of the two are blowing up here. We're getting a nice bit of damage. It looks like it's the orcs. The boom servos are extremely powerful early game. Their power wanes the farther through the game you go. So, early game, good stuff. If you find one, definitely slap it on. The preferred ones would be anti-goblin and I think anti-melee. You would get the most booms. See, we put a nice bit of work in. Look at that. Is concussive go on the captain? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are stunning Mr. Captain up with just a little bit here. And that's good stuff. And that will allow us... Oh, legendary medallion. Oh, look at this siege roller. The booms. The booms are getting it done on the siege roller. That is good stuff. We're just going to get up in his booty. I don't have a nuke here, so I'm just doing the whole backdoor approach and just meleeing it out. Light weapons, the best way if you have a light swing speed on a monk. Just get up and personal. You know, it's the way to do it. They do decent DPS. In fact, at one point in the game's life, it was completely meta to use a light weapon and was super, super fun to get up in there and smash on the faces. Now, I love the monk, but I'm not necessarily a massive fan of melee characters in third-person games. Just my personal playstyle preference. That's why I end up playing my monk at a distance really so often, I think. I just prefer most of the times to pew-pew. But I do love the monk. I love the whole aspect of self-boosting, and that keeps me playing him. So we are at wave 4. We got a siege roller and a Malthius this time. Don't anticipate any problems with those bosses. Not even going to bother upgrading early and looking at those relics. I'm sure I probably got some shinies. Now, judging by the fact that it took me 6 maps to go from Chaos 3 to Chaos 4, it's going to take me at least that many to go from Chaos 4 to Chaos 5, maybe even more. As you progress through, it seems like it takes more and more maps to get up to the next tier. So, as you make your progression through, you're going to have a little bit more and a little bit more that you have to grind out. But that also gives you an opportunity to start collecting out some shards. That is for sure. The amount of time it takes to get from one tier to the next is what would make Onslaught overall a little bit faster. However, it's just lacking in fun factor for me personally. So I just choose not to go there. Let's keep letting it fly here. We getting them. We are getting them. These orcs are taking some damage. See, the Malthius is going to hang out in the back. Malthius is there. I might even take a shot or two here. Let's go ahead and try to kill Malthius first. And the siege roller is, you know, it just likes to creep. He's a slow mover. So, I think that's one of the benefits we have with the siege roller. Although you're constantly dodging rockets, which can get a little bit on the irritating side. Let's get up in old Malthius's buttocks here. Siege Roller is getting really close to the walls now. Let's go ahead. Oh, Siege Roller is on the wall. Can we repair through it? Let's see. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, we can repair through a Siege Roller. Now, we got that unupgraded construction shard, which is certainly helping out. But, oh my gosh. Siege rollers just became completely trivial, right? If you can repair through it, then there's nothing stopping you. Just let it fly. Now, of course, the further we go, the more of those siege rollers are going to get a little bit trickier to deal with at those walls. But early game like this, oh yeah, siege rollers, no problem at all. Because you can just repair through the damage, so... Oh yeah, we got relics flying. Unique is not going to help us out too much. Let's get some repairs there. Okay, now we got triple bossery. We got a Drakenlord. We got a siege roller. We're going to want to get that Drakenlord burned out quick this time. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this lane a little bit more to help out with those bosses. And let's see, what do we have over here? Over here we got Gribs. Now, there's a solid chance I might not even need to hit Gribs, but just in case, I do want to get one upgrade on this wall just to make it a little bit thicker here. Let's see what we got. Now, what else? Well, we don't have any more mana. I'm not going to bother running over and collecting that. This is probably only going to be one upgrade. and it's not worth my slow running self to go all the way over there. Let's just let it fly and see if we can't survive these bosses. Now, I'm going to want to oil up the Dragonlord really right away. I'm going to do that from up here. It seems to me like it's a little bit easier to get a shot off and not die. Now, this gives me the bird's eye view, of course, of the flyers as well, so we can get a little flyer action going on here. Let's get these flyers all shemacked down. Looks like the Zerks, now that we got a few upgrades in, are dying on their own, so good stuff there. We got achievements popping off for killing these Flappy Birds. That is always good stuff. And yeah, I mean, gosh, you know, we got another tier that is, it's all about the shards, y'all. You get a few of those shards and it becomes easy peasy. Now, I'm going to wait until this Dragonlord is up in my auras. There's no point in hitting it prior to that. So, let's let this Dragonlord roll on into our auras. And he's just about there, so we'll oil him up now. We'll slap him a couple of times. He's taking some nice damage, right? His shield's back, so let's grease him down one more time. Sounds so terrible, doesn't it? But it's funny all at the same time. Oh, no! Well, I got wrecked by a roller rocket because I wasn't looking. But the Dragonlord just died to the Flame Aura, so good stuff there. Gribbs is he dying? Oh, I think we can just do Gribbs in here. Or, you know what we could even do? We can throw a repair on that wall and just run off and let our Flame Aura kill him. Because our Siege Roller is going to be getting close here. Oh yeah, Siege Roller's getting close to the wall. Gribbs is just about dead. Let's load up our Crane Stance, even though with a light weapon we're not going to get a huge benefit out of it. And get up in that Siege Roller booty and start wrecking his face in. Wonder how low our wall is now. Not very, really. I'm just going to keep smacking on him. Keep on smacking. Alright, Siege Roller down. End of the map. Oh yeah, and we got the our first win in Chaos 4. Once again, first attempt. Now, Chaos 5 might not be the same way. You know, Chaos 5 is like Chaos 2. Now, in my personal opinion, it's not quite as tough as Chaos 2. But Chaos 5 is very similar to Chaos 2. It's gonna be rough, y'all. So, let's go ahead and move on forward to that one. But let's see what one map did for the loot and for, more importantly, for my champion score. So let's head back on out to Tavern. Alright, so here we are in Tavern. Once again, I'm going to go over to my dummy. I'm going to auto-equip. It took us to 1910. I'm going to just auto-equip on my monk as well. I actually got my monk up a little bit higher. We got a medium weapon. So we are back to being able to do a nuke-style build. However, we got to go all the way to 2750, y'all. So we got a little bit of a grind to do here in Chaos 4. Let's take a peek and see if we got any loot. Puncturing bolts, that's not necessarily a hot item. Overcharge, once again. I mean, I'm going to say puncturing bolts just in case. Overcharge, I have no intention of ever getting a mercenary on this account, so that's an instant scrap. And let's see what kind of relics we got. Oh, what a POS. We got a Drain Aura and Storm Servo. Boo! Now, we're not getting any benefit out of this Orc Boom. That's got 12,000. We're getting a small benefit, but it's got 12,000 defense power. This one is actually not as good. So it just shows you the top end of Chaos 3, you see the roll on that, is not maxed, but the top end of Chaos 3 is better than the bottom end, and this one's really close to the bottom of Chaos 4. So just because the loot looks shinier, it may not be better, y'all. That is for certain. In fact, man, that's kind of a POS too. Boo. Big boos on the loot from that first run. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I will track how many games it takes me to get the champion score to unlock Chaos 5. And I am looking forward to it. So thank you all once again. And I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.